Fucking here we go. Alrighty, dighty. Welcome back to Gears of Trust. I'm your host, Maynard here, in this new bling t-shirt. Check out the t-shirt, folks. Love it, love it. Yeah, cool. So we're into the first week of November, 2025. My guest today is Josiah Ball. Josiah, I work with at Maynard Mining Suncorp. We're in different places within the province right now, but we still maintain a good friendship. And today's topic is going to be a pretty dicey one for some people. It's a pretty matter of fact for others, but we're going to be touching on the Alberta Teachers Association and the Alberta teachers strike. It's this week here, effectively, the Conservative government has pushed everybody back to work, which was, in my opinion, the right thing. So, with my buddy Joe, what do you think, Bill? Let's start right from there.
Well, I think the government did all they could do to even get them to move, and they didn't want to move. So yeah, I think it is what it is. They had to get them back to work. I can tell you, with 4 kids in school, they needed to get the fuck back to work. So
that being said, 4 kids in school. How has this strike affected your life, and what do you think? Okay. How has the strike affected your life? Let's start with that question first.
so I can say I'm lucky because the job I have picked and career I've picked has allowed me to have a mother that's able to stay at home. So I'm lucky in that sense. But if we both had to work, it would have been hell. Even with her at home, it was still hell because usually she's just doing her own side stuff or keeping up the house or stuff that she needs to get done in a day.
Yep.
But now she's got the 4 kids at home, which is what it is. But it just makes it difficult when my kids should be in school learning social studies and mathematics and science, and not staying at home and telling me the best part about their summer break was playing Xboxes and hanging out with their friends. And then in October, they're telling me, "Oh, do we only have a month of school this year?" And that's all I did. Love playing with my friends for the last 3 weeks. Yeah.
So they've been home for 3 weeks here now.
Yeah.
So what's this all about, Joe? Like,
well,
you know me, so everybody calls me Grampy that's because my kids are all gone. So what's happening in your world? What's the strike in your view? What's it all about, man?
So in my opinion, without going into facts or anything, I think the major points that I've seen brought up was money, and some support, with as teachers. As I'm not really sure like what their support was. All I got out of mostly everything was we want money, but they need help. I agree the teachers need help. Our immigration policy in Canada is absolute trash. So we're getting overrun with students that need to learn. And that's nobody's fault. That's just the way it is. So they do. The teachers need help. I get that.
Let's start with English as a second language type of help, or just like never been educated at all before help, or what? Like
no, I think it's increasing class sizes too much, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I think, and then the schools just get overrun, like just overpopulated schools.
So how many, with your kids in school, how many kids are in their classes?
We're lucky. So where we live, I don't think they have more than 25 in class.
Yeah, 25 in class.
But I'm hearing in cities they're anywhere from like 30 to 40.
Yeah. In the big metros like Calgary.
Yeah, and your big, yeah. Even Grand Prairie, I've heard is pretty up there. But I've also heard Grand Prairie's got a lot of schools that have been put up. So
the government put 3,000 teachers on the table, and
they did, yeah.
Shit ton of fucking aides.
Yep, 1,500 aides.
Pretty big wage increase. But do you get for a wage increase over the last 3 years? Oh, yeah, that's right.
What wage increase? Yeah.
What wage?
We want a wage increase. We go find a new job.
Yeah, that's the way it works with mechanics people. If you want a wage increase, you find a new employer.
Yeah.
Right. I don't know what it is for that industry, but and the industry is fucking flawed to that the fact that every time I wanted a wage increase, with the exception of once or twice, I've had to change employers.
Yep.
And
Yep.
for those who know me, I do public speaking, keynote speaking, consulting on building teams and running your business. The whole matter of fact is, and I was telling this to a guy one night, might have told it to you one night, when you start swapping out technicians and losing people, the average cost to replace a technician in the mining sector with training and orientation, all that stuff, usually runs to the tune of $100,000 to $175,000. By the time you get that guy orientated, trained, so if you jump ship to one of the big mines right now, you're going to take 1 to 2 weeks of computer-based training at their training facility. Like a friend of mine just went to Elk Valley Resources. He did 14 days of online training, so he's at like $60 an hour for math purposes, times 8, right? That's $500 a day. Multiply that by 14, $7,000 just in immediate wages, not to talk benefits. Now, when he comes out of that training, he's still no more of a mechanic than what he was before. So the guy's a shovel guy becoming a truck mechanic now. So now he has a learning curve. And he's got to go through that process, screw some stuff up on the way. That's
it's the only part of the way you learn.
Learning curve, and then when you start screwing up some components, anywhere from a quarter to $1 million in the mining game. So how much you want to spend to get a new guy? Amazing. But back to where we're at. So they were offered 12% for a wage increase, right?
Yeah. Was that 12% over 3 years, wasn't it?
Yeah. Yeah. So now
3,000 teachers.
Yep. An additional 3,000. Yep. Making that would make the highest paid in Western Canada for teaching.
That's 4% a year.
Yeah. Plus teachers' aides.
Plus teachers' aides. Yep.
Plus teacher aides. That wasn't good enough. And what do they want?
Yeah. And there was some there about 100 schools or something.
Yeah. Another 100 schools
to be built. Yeah. I don't know what else. I don't know what else you want. You like it's. I don't know how many times they tabled ideas and plans, tabled it, and then the ATA would table their plan, and then the teachers would deny it.
So teachers are voting down the plans, but are the ATA telling them how to vote, or what's going on with the ATA?
Well, any union tells you how to vote, if that makes sense.
Right? ATA is affiliated with the NDP, and ATA has done a lot of advertising for political purposes in its last couple of years here, right?
That's the only way I can see. So ATA doesn't have any physical money tied to NDP, but they run all their $1.1 million of paid ads are all in line with NDP ideas.
Yeah.
And it's the only way I can see them not getting themselves in trouble, if that makes sense, because they're technically not allowed to align themselves physically with money to a political party.
Yeah, but that's their political involvement according to their website. I'm reading right off their website right now. Advocates for issues of importance to teachers and students, includes political advocacy, but the ATA itself is nonpartisan.
Yeah.
That's their claim.
That's their claim, yeah.
Yeah.
But they run ads like they're NDP. So I don't know what to tell you.
They run $1.1 million in ads.
Yeah. That's a lot of union fees.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know what they pay for strike pay?
Nothing.
Yeah. Oh, look at this. It's just it's just pathetic. It's sad.
It is. It's absolutely ridiculous, but I don't know. I don't know. I think it was an absolute pain in the ass. My kids any kid now is behind 3 weeks of school. Yeah. If you're in the grades or you got diploma exams coming up in January, or you've got provincial testing exams coming up in the fall, like you're behind 3 weeks behind.
Were they
a whole month?
Were not the provincial exams suspended.
I believe so. Yeah, I believe that's what I heard. They were for this semester. I guess they're not doing it.
I had a friend on Facebook. I say had past tense, and she is a teacher and posted some stuff, and I put a comment on her post. Classic,
Oh
right?
boy,
Yeah,
yeah, of course,
and
Gramps.
asked her to validate the appearances of queens in the library at noon. What was the purpose of that? And she never responded. We're no longer friends. So
Huh.
that being said,
Well,
the school your kids go to, do you have any activities, extracurricular activities in the library at noon?
not that I know of. No,
Not that you know of, eh? You don't
no.
know. You don't know any reason or justification or benefits we gather from that.
I don't see that. We haven't seen any gatherings in our town, if that makes sense.
Okay, no gatherings in your town. Well, that's a good
So,
thing.
but I have seen, like, I believe the school in Hinton, I believe, made a big post because just after they got legislated back to work, there was all the rumblings of students doing a walkout in Edmonton, Calgary. And I believe the Hinton school made a big email that said every student will be in class that day. If they are
Oh,
not, they will be marked absent, and they are to be in class. So
well, that's the right thing, though.
yeah, it is. Absolutely, it is. They didn't. They yeah. Don't indoctrinate my children. I'll tell you that because my children are going to school to become political activists. And you want to teach them activism, they don't need to be in school.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, yeah. Well, then you're teaching ideology. Then you're
Yeah,
promoting that.
exactly.
You're not teaching anymore, right?
Yeah, no, you're just brainwashing then.
Yeah.
No, as far as I know, it's been pretty cordial here. I wish there was some yummy, juicy news, but there's nothing crazy here. I made some pretty outlandish posts on my Facebook, so
Yeah,
um,
I know. I know. That's what
I,
caused the conversation.
I was just not impressed. Just fucking get the fuck back to work and stop bitching and whining about it.
Yeah.
I don't get to bitch and whine. Like I'm going to work tomorrow. I don't get to bitch and whine that I'm going to work tomorrow.
Nope. Nope. Absolutely not. You
No
just go.
time for that.
Yeah, just go do your job. And that's it, eh?
Yeah, teach my kids. That's what they're there for. And like for example, Saskatchewan teachers when we were living in Saskatchewan before we moved back here,
Yeah.
I thought they did a really good job because they didn't do a full strike like they did in Alberta, but they made it really freaking inconvenient for me because they would they just stopped doing all their extracurricular stuff. So all their like say lunchtime supervision or anything like that, any like baseball after school, or it was just like you show up on time for school, the teacher will be there, and then they're not doing anything extra. There's no staying late, no nothing.
That's it,
So
eh?
we'd have to go into town, pick the kids up for lunch, and then bring them back after lunch. So and as far as I know, they got what they wanted.
Wow. That's
But
the way.
my kids were still being taught. How can I be mad with that?
Yeah. Okay. It was just
Right?
they placed an inconvenience on us all the day.
And made it a lot easier for me to side with the teachers than than it is right now because I have not sided with them at all at the moment. Not in Alberta.
Well, these teachers are up in arms in Alberta right now, wanting to overthrow the government, right?
Well, that was yeah. Like, what's up with that Alberta Federation of Unions or whatever saying they want to oust the UCP? Like,
Yeah.
what are so now you just make it go from this is a teacher problem to all of a sudden now we've got a vendetta. We're now political.
Yeah. Well, I don't
Like
think you're allowed to overthrow a government.
it's pretty difficult. Pretty difficult. Like I know it happens around the world with all sorts of different things, but pretty difficult to do it unless they literally think that every union in Alberta is just going to walk out, and people like me aren't just going to go and scab up the work and get paid extra.
Yeah. Yeah. It's pretty contrite, actually,
Yeah.
with the Alberta unions. Like, I just pulled this up on Google here on the monitor over to what we're watching right now, and it's called as last Wednesday, right?
Yeah.
You're pretty upset the Conservative Party used notwithstanding clause to put
Yeah.
51,000
They were.
to work, yeah. And what you call this, Gil McGowan. He said, we will begin the process of organizing towards a general strike. Does everybody know who Gil McGowan is? Do you know who Gil
Probably
McGowan is?
not. No, I don't. I just know he's one of the big wigs for the Alberta unions.
Yeah, for Alberta's Union of Public Employees. He's also,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah, and he's also Rachel Notley's husband.
Aha. There you go.
So do you see the association? Do you see the association?
Go
The
figure.
the left in the unions, man. Like, this is,
Oh,
in my opinion, this strike isn't as much about wages as it is control.
yep. I would agree with that.
And
I think
I'm gonna,
it's like NDP's irrelevancy right now, and they're just grasping at straws to become relevant somehow.
yeah, trying to. That's what politics is the blame game. You blame somebody else for a problem that a lot of times you created.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's like hiring a lawyer. A lawyer, he'll start a fight so you can pay him to stop it.
Yeah. That's true.
That's
That's
kind of
true.
what
That's
they're
true.
talking
Yeah.
about, right? So you go tell him, well, I don't think this guy did me right, and then he'll tell you, okay, well, let's go fight him in court. It's going to cost you X number of dollars, and I'll get my secretary to write a letter, and that letter's going to cost you $600, right? The secretary just use Chat GPT to write it anyway, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
And then they continue on with the fight till after a while that they fucking when they're playing Yahtzee at home in the evening with a judge and the other fucking counsel, they decided on what they're going to come for a solution.
Yeah.
Figure they'll send a couple more letters or fucking discovery
Yeah.
hearings twice.
Few more phone calls.
Yeah, you get to the fucking the courtroom and it's a fucking Yahtzee fucking club,
Yeah.
right? Like the fucking lawyers and judges and all touching penises on the fucking weekend and decide how the fuck things were going to happen on Monday.
Yeah.
That's how lawyers work. And how do you think unions work?
Yeah. I could almost agree with that. Unions are they're a different breed. That's for sure.
Yeah, well, they give these guys a break on their union dues and zero strike pay.
Yeah. Yeah. But all the big wigs in the union are still getting paid.
But if you're a teacher and you contravene or contradict anything the ATA says, Alberta Teacher Association says publicly, they'll punch you out of the association. Guess what happens then?
Well, you can't really be a teacher.
You can't work in Alberta.
Yeah.
So you have Alberta's Teachers Association policing the teachers and dealing with the politicians. The whole thing just seems grimy and slimy to me. I don't know.
It does. It seems like if I was a teacher, I'd be getting a new union.
Yeah, it'd be the wise thing for those guys to do because I don't think that association is representing the teachers' interests.
No, not whatsoever.
So, what's the government spin on all this? Like, we are the chief negotiators. We are the people who are paying their salaries.
Yeah.
They got pretty twisted as soon as we took porn off the docket when it comes to course curriculum.
To children's books. Yeah.
Children's books. So our darling Danielle, she put an end to that, which is the right thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is the right thing. Did your kids experience any of that?
No. Luckily, we still weren't quite here yet when that part took off.
Yeah. So you're
but
still right?
Yeah. Yeah, and I don't feel like Saskatchewan is definitely a lot more conservative wise in the education system compared to
they're more liberal.
More conservative.
Oh, they're more conservative than liberal.
Oh yeah, very much conservative there still. So
we're basically standalone in Alberta, Saskatchewan, basically, right?
Yep. Yeah,
right?
I would say. I don't. I think like the government's the government did. I think the best they could do. Um, they they at least they gave them a deal. They didn't just send them to work and say, "Guess what? You're going back to work." Nothing signed.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
So
that's what's happened now. That's what's happened now. You don't have any deal, and you're back at work.
no, they signed them to their 12% increase.
Oh, did they get a signing on that?
They signed that with the notwithstanding clause. They signed that they go back to work on a 12% increase over 3 years, 3,000 teachers, 1,500 EAs.
So they did do the deal. So what's the purpose of a general strike with Gil McGowan?
I'm not sure because that's not what the deal they wanted. The ATA didn't want that deal, so now we got to make a big problem about it, about the government using a notwithstanding clause because a bunch of kids were not getting taught. That's 700,000 students not getting taught, Maynard,
Yeah. Yeah.
and 58,000 teachers bitching and whining because they got to go to work.
Yeah, and they only work 10 months a year anyway.
Well, that's what I mean. So, here, let's spin this. They've got a problem. They say with they want a cap on class sizes. Okay.
Yeah.
So this is my solution: make them work all year long, like every fucking buddy else does. Give them their 2 weeks vacation, 3 weeks vacation, and say, "This is what you get all year. Figure it the fuck out."
Yeah, they
And
paint
then
school parking lots in the summer or something, right?
it's something. They don't even need to do that. They can fucking have their vacation. School runs from September all the way till September, and then the parents decide the 2 months they want their kids off for their break,
Yeah.
and the teachers can decide when they want their vacation and be like us, Oh, I would like vacation for Christmas, and they're like, oh, sorry, no vacation for you. It's already booked by other people. Oh, damn! Guess I got to go to work.
Yeah. Yeah. How many Christmases have you worked so far?
I've worked every Christmas so far until this would be my first Christmas off in like probably 6 years, man.
Wow. Well, welcome to mining, man.
Yeah, so I get this first Christmas off, buddy. So I think if they worked school all year long, had the parents decide when they wanted their kids to have their 2 month break, like I bet you lots of parents would say, you know what, we like to take off January, February and go somewhere warm when it's cold out. I'll take my kids out for their break January, February.
Yeah. Yeah. Get out. But some people
And
can't. Hey, we're blessed. A lot of people can't afford to take kids out.
Absolutely, you're absolutely right. But if they did it that way, I think that their class size problem would definitely be a lot more impacted and lower if they just did school all year round.
Well, amazing.
I think so.
Yeah, it's food for thought. That's for sure.
Yeah, it is.
So all these problems with the teachers, I don't know. I see it the same as the hospitals and doctors, man. Like we throw doctors and nurses, and they're always more money, more money, more money.
Yeah.
We throw money at the hospitals to fix the problems. That's what we're doing. And guess what? How long does it take to get a CAT scan?
Oh, like 6 months. 6 months.
I took 5 stitches last summer. I got there at 8. I get stitched up about 2:30 in the morning. Yeah, I busted my knee. That was on whatever shovel that was. Ian took me to the hospital. I was in the hospital at, I'm going to say midnight, 1 o'clock. I got out at 6 a.m. and I had to come back the next day to have ultrasound on my knee. They couldn't even do it. And the emergency department couldn't even do ultrasound on my knee that day.
You had to come back to do it.
You know what the next problem for better health care is? We're going to need more money. And that's, from my perspective, that's what I see with teachers. And they always throw the kids, if you want your kids to have good education and blah, blah, blah. Well, from what I understand right now, most Canadian kids are getting indoctrination, not education.
Yeah, I would say so. Yeah,
We're talking our buddy in BC where his kid got in trouble for calling some kid out for being a furry,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. We still have freedom of expression in Canada, and I'm not sure how.
How much longer?
No, do we have it even anyways already? It's pretty much feels like we don't have anything. So,
No, I don't know.
and I think teachers using children as weapons is fucking disgusting. So
Yeah, that's what I think. Well, that's the leverage they have, right?
that's the only leverage they have. Otherwise, they'd fucking look like a bunch of pancakes on the floor.
Yeah. So they claim to provide better services and better teaching for the kids. I didn't know they're fucking teaching and services for shit already.
Yeah, yeah, it's
right.
and it's like, and I think Danielle Smith said it perfectly. You want more money, but I can't give you more teachers then.
Yeah, pick your poison. Well, what was the actual ratio? Someone I'd seen on a couple of social media posts about the actual ratio being around 21 people per class.
For one teacher.
Yep.
That was average. That was average for Alberta.
Yep. I'm just gonna find out. Teachers in Alberta. Let's just type this out. Grampy's up to 40 mistakes a minute. Okay, excellent.
I was thinking more 120 steaks per minute.
Approximately 51,000 teachers in Alberta.
Yeah.
Okay, keep that math.
Yeah.
51,000. And 740,000 students.
Okay.
From kindergarten to grade 12. 740 divided by 51,000.
Yeah.
Let's grab a calculator here, boys.
Oh, that number does not do very good for him.
Yeah, it doesn't. Did you math it out already?
Yeah, I mathed it out already.
What do you got? How many students?
I got 14.5 students per teacher.
Yeah, and then they have allocated 20,000 teachers to non-functional roles. How many teachers?
I don't mean to get in the nitty gritty dirty of it, but ever since they decided that everybody needed to be in the same class, I feel like one teacher cannot take care of every student plus all their special needs students.
Let's shave down that teaching number. So as of 2013 data, I'm using AI here. There's 42,000 certified staff. 7,000 people are they're almost. Hang on. 7,000 teachers and certificated staff in Alberta who are employed in non-teaching or part-time roles. This number difference between a total of certified staff and full-time equivalent. So we're talking 7,000 teachers that were not actually teaching, but just
just on leave or upgrading or
administrative stuff, right?
Oh yeah.
Stuff, right? So take that.
No, I
45,000 into $250,000. What's that?
45,000 to 740,000.
Yep.
$16.4.
Well, still not an overbearing factor.
It doesn't feel like overbearing at all. I think I get it, man. Teachers have a big job when they are trying to look after 4 special needs students, including and then there are 20 students on top of that. I get it, and they need help. I get that,
And you
but
have teachers' assistants, though.
yes, absolutely.
Right? So
And like I'm just trying to remember back when I was in school, I don't feel like we had special needs in our class very often. They always had their own little class, right? Like and then they come do all the group stuff with us, but they had their own separate teaching, right?
Yeah. 14,500 educational assistants, teachers' aides in Alberta, buddy.
14,500 teacher aides.
14,500. 95% of them are employed in elementary and secondary schools.
I feel like that number should be a lot bigger.
Yeah. Well, you see, there's again, we're still well below 30 or 40 students per class.
Apparently, according to the info given, you're only about 17 kids per teacher.
Yeah. To what I can dig up on the internet. So what is it? What's true?
Yeah, like
is it for the Teachers Association pull the wool over our eyes for dramatic effect?
It could be. You never know. I don't trust them as far as I can throw them.
So if you have 50 kids in Father Merck at Fort McMurray High School, Fort Mac per class, that's not indicative of the entire province.
Correct. Yep. Just like my class or the class sizes here would be not indicative of other areas in the province.
And then you have a localized issue, right?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep. Do you think they should pay teachers more to live in remote areas?
Well, all depends on how remote it is. I'd say I'd look at that. Yeah, I'd look at that.
I would find it fair.
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I would say that'd be something a guy could look at in remote areas. But really, how many remote areas do we have in Alberta? It's not like it was.
No, it's definitely not like it was.
Yeah, it's not like it was. Like if you're in Fort Mac, we've got the international airport.
Yes.
4 hours we're into the city.
Yeah.
Edmonton, right? And that's part of rural prairie life is 4 hours everywhere.
Yeah, literally. Yeah. Yeah. 4 hours anywhere.
If you're Yorkton going to Regina,
yeah.
Right? How long is that? So
it's a bit.
That's rural Canada, that.
Yeah.
That's rural Canada. So I don't perceive that to be isolation. If you're going to Nunavut, all right. Or we're going to Fort Smith, where you only have winter roads, that's isolation.
Yeah.
Just because you're St. Albert, that's not isolation, people.
No, I was thinking more like like high level and stuff like that, way up north, just place. Fort St. John, exactly. Stuff like that, I think would be fair for extra pay.
Yeah, would be fair. But I'm going to say the class sizes probably aren't massive up there either.
No, I would probably guess you're not. You're right. Like, and I think they haven't made any new schools where I live, like in Grand Cache. So it just is what it is. Like, I don't know, man. I think it's a bunch of bullshit, and I'm glad they're back working.
I'm glad the teachers are back working.
Yes, I am.
How long? But they had to be forced back to work.
Yeah. Well, when you decide to turn down mediation and everything, then I don't know what else were they going to do.
Yeah, but you have to understand that the teachers are directed by the Alberta Teachers Association.
Yes. Yeah.
They're directed by the union heads. Have you ever been on a union or a part of a negotiating team?
Yeah, I did grievance chair for a little while.
Yeah. Okay. So have you done any contract negotiations?
No, luckily not. Thank goodness.
So what will happen is in contract negotiations, you'll have your business managers, as we call them now, but it used to be union stewards, but union stewards now, like on the floor type of thing.
Yeah.
They will basically tell you how that they want that contract brought about before they even take it to the membership for a vote.
Okay. Yeah. So what they want, what they're looking for.
So when the teachers speak, they don't speak as a shop steward from the teachers. The association speaks on behalf of the teachers.
Yeah. Yeah.
Right? And
So
before, I don't think any of those contract proposals from the federal government, provincial government, even went to ratification vote. They were just outright rejected. Right? That's why we had mediation. They assigned a special mediator task force to deal.
Yeah.
When the mediation, what used to be is you went to the hotel room or wherever you're arguing out your collective agreement. You stayed in that until an agreement was made that could be taken to the membership. That was mediation. That's how mediation worked. And you had a guy, representative of a neutral member of the log community that would mediate between the two sides if they couldn't even talk to each other. I've been in negotiations where we wouldn't even talk to the owner. There was a GM dealership back in the 80s that we unionized and had a certification vote, and we had our first contract negotiation. And Grampy was very outspoken at that point in his life, very outspoken, wasn't too shame about it either. And yeah, we didn't have very good talks with the owner, and we had to go to mediation. And which called is that was pretty intense. Like I think I was in this hotel there in Fredericton for about 3 days. We weren't gaining any ground. We weren't
really.
So we said we're done negotiating. We'll hold a strike vote. We held a strike vote, and then GM pulled the dealership from them.
Jeez.
Yeah, that's the way that went down. So it was my first intense involvement with the union, right? So the same thing here. So I was guided by a guy who always remember his name. His name was Harvey Savoy, and it was with the International Aerospace Workers Union that we had formed. Jeff Frost was on the negotiating team, and Mike Nealis, the three of us. And it was. We took direction from Harvey. Say, here's how we're going to put this up. Here's how we're going to put that up. Here's the position we're going to stand. We're not going to deviate from it. And then Jim Thompson, his son Garnet, were on the principal owners of the dealership, and they were on the other side of the table. I got pretty heated, pretty
quick, pretty fast, eh?
Yeah, because he just screwed his guys over, right? But
for sure.
And you get in the automotive racket, like flat rate, you're just screwing. They motivate mechanics like they motivate car salesmen, right?
Yeah.
And that's not the thing. So
mechanic
assumes liability, and the dealership assumes the rewards, and it wasn't a good plan. But that being said, so that, to my knowledge, to the best of my knowledge, none of those offers from the government even went to a vote for ratification.
No, not for ratification. They just went to a vote to see if they would go to ratification.
An in-house vote, an agreement.
Yeah.
So it's almost contrite. It's almost like the Alberta's Teachers Association, the head of that organization, had an ulterior motive behind this whole thing.
Yep. He apparently has no clue what the teachers actually want.
Yeah, and I don't think they're concerned what the teachers want. I think it's politically driven myself.
Yeah, I could agree with that. Just with the way the whole Alberta Union has decided to act after all this, and wanting to do a general strike and talking about getting rid of the UCP government, and like, man, your motives are not what they were supposed to be.
Yeah, I so is that what every teacher wants? Get rid of the UCP government?
Well, that's what I mean. Is that?
That's what you want? Move to Ontario.
Yeah.
Move to Ontario or move to Quebec. You want to get rid of the UCP government?
Yeah, get out of here.
Go Quebec and tell me how great your land of love is, buddy.
Yeah.
That's fucking You're in Alberta.
No, I don't. It's unreal, man. I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't. Just feel a little bit tweaked.
I don't think all the teachers are the same. That's the problem.
I think the teachers are Muslims. The ones who are.
Oh, they absolutely would be.
Like many Canadians are Muslim.
Yeah, they would be.
RCMP might be kicking in my door because of this podcast today.
No, it could be trying to find me too. You never fucking know.
Yeah, absolutely. Just for opinion, right?
Yep. And honestly, what's a teacher going to do? They're not going to say anything if their job's on the line.
Yeah.
Not in today's day and age.
They took the needle. They took the jab.
Yeah, it's too expensive to live. How can they do it?
If they took the jab, you know what they'll do as they're told. That's what that established.
Yeah, yeah,
That mandate. If you got jabbed and you were compliant with that, that just means you can be controlled. That's all
yeah.
that means.
No, absolutely.
You're just blatantly submissive, right?
Yeah,
So that being said, the Alberta health system, what do? We've recluded those guys, forced them into it. We lost a bunch of good ones because they wouldn't do it.
yep. They lost tons of good ones because they wouldn't do it. Yeah,
And now they cry that they don't have enough medical personnel. You see that story starting already.
yep. Because they got rid of them all.
Yeah, you got rid of the good ones.
Yeah, you forced them all out of a job.
Forced them out of a job. Yeah. So that tells you the people that are left within the unions. The unions did not advocate. Not any union. I was with KMC at the time. We had 955 operating engineers, and they did not stand up for us. They recommended we all get jabbed. They didn't force us. They recommended.
But they recommended. Yeah.
Yeah. So
that's tough, man.
Yeah, that's not right. So you threaten. That's coercion.
Yeah. Well, I definitely got coerced into it. I can tell you that for sure.
You get into it. So you,
yeah.
Next guy I'm talking to tomorrow.
Yeah.
He fucking spiraled downward after COVID. He got fucking COVID and went really bad. He had some side effects after it. And
yeah.
So then he got jabbed after the fact. And then it fucking really went out of control.
Really?
That's a pretty powerful session coming up. I'm talking with him tomorrow. But,
jeez.
Yeah. So that being said, it's what I see here with the Alberta's Teachers Association. You might have a lot of good people that are teachers, but they're suppressed by that organization. And I see the affiliation with that organization and Mr. Nenshi.
Big affiliations, and I'm not very on board with it. I tell you that. I think you can take your political bullshit, leave it at home, and just learn. Like you went to school to teach children. Teach the fucking children.
Yeah. There you go. Instead of utilizing them as negotiation tools.
Exactly.
But when we see Nenshi holding hands and touching penises with Gil, right?
Yep.
Right. What's that tell you right there?
Got problems.
Right.
Red flags.
Yeah. Rachel Motley's husband, charged for Alberta's Union of Public Employees, and he's all lovey-dovey with her buddy. Right. It's like
with our buddy Naheed Nenshi.
Yeah.
Man, it must suck. It must suck to be irrelevant.
Yeah.
And you have to claw your way into relevancy somehow.
Yeah, start a fight.
Well, and that's exactly what they're doing, starting a fucking fight.
But you see, the problem begets itself is that they're supported by the mainstream media, the lamestream.
Okay. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
All part of the same bird, right?
Yep. Absolutely.
All in cahoots, because your media. We shouldn't even call them media because they're just like.
They're not. They're just propaganda machines.
Propaganda machines, man. They don't put down news. They put down narratives.
Yeah.
That's fucking sad.
It is. It's very sad. Yeah. It's looking at some of the headlines that the news makes nowadays. And the people they use for their articles, as like you're calling these people experts, and they're not experts.
No.
Hell, you call me to fix a skid steer, buddy. I am not an expert on skid steers. Do not call me.
Yeah, don't call me. Yeah, that's right. Absolutely. But if you're on payroll, you say what you're told.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah. If I'm on payroll and you're like, yeah, go fix that skid steer. Yeah, no problem. I'll fiddle fuck my way through it, but that's all I'm doing.
Yeah. Well, the same thing when they get these guest commentaries, commentary guests and that. Like, oh man, it's like Krusty the Clown on The Simpsons, right? Now one episode he goes, I hardly endorse this product and or service, right? It's the same thing. They're just shills. All they do is regurgitate whatever they're told to regurgitate. So be it.
Pawns in a game of chess, my friend.
Yeah. So do you see this coming back again? Do you think we're done with teachers for a week or two?
I don't think it's done. No, I think I have a feeling that UCP will be fighting this one for a little while. Unless like it's got quiet the last couple of days, been pretty quiet.
Yeah.
Ever since that Federation of Unions made that insane comment that we should make Danielle Smith a podcast host again.
Yeah.
That
Radio
I would,
announcement. Yeah. Yeah. Radio.
woo, it
Yeah.
tanked fast.
So they have blatantly stated that they're looking to overthrow the UCP government,
I would say that was a blatant statement, quote unquote,
quote unquote.
that they
Why?
would make
Why is
Danielle
that not
Smith.
subject? Why is that not subject to criminal charges?
It should be.
Right. So we get Tamara Leach and Chris Barber go fucking lead a bunch of truckers to Ottawa
Yep.
because we're getting fucked over the vaccine, and truck drivers weren't allowed to go cross border if they weren't vaccinated. That's what's the whole thing. So they're going to start.
That was a whole. Yeah, exactly.
And for those who fucking, the romance of time is disillusion your former history lesson. That's what started that, and then they demonized the mainstream media, demonized that group of people as attempted to overthrow the government.
Yep. As attempted to try and hold a coup, like the fringe minority we are.
Yeah, okay, and that's what we are. They made no statements, no regards to that. The idea was to talk to Justin Trudeau personally, man, all that. That never happened because he's fucking coward, right?
Yep, wouldn't do it.
Yeah, and which call is oh, do you know why Katy Perry's dating Justin Trudeau?
No, I heard about this though. It's hot. It's hot on the news apparently.
Yeah. Well, she swore off of men. So anyway, that's another story for another day. But
Oh dear! Oh dear!
She totally swore off of men.
Oh dear! Oh dear!
Oh dear. But that being said, where were we at, Joe?
I think we're talking about if this is going to fire back at all, or fire up, or continue.
So we treated the truckers like that. We froze all their bank accounts and stuff like that. There's no reference to overthrowing government. It was talking to fucking Princess Crystal Socks or whatever the fuck it.
Literally, yeah.
Literally. And these guys make an open statement in the press that their intent is to overthrow the UCP government.
Yeah. Yep.
That, if I jumped on Facebook and said that about the federal government, what do you think is going to happen? We're going to have a bunch of goons here. You're going to beat me.
Oh, you would.
Dogs, probably shoot my dogs because they're a Bichon and a Shih Tzu. So
yeah,
they're violent dogs. We'll shoot them, right?
Yeah. Oh, it would be chaos.
Yeah.
You'd be canceled forever, Gramps.
Yeah, I'll be canceled forever. Absolutely. But the Federation of Alberta's Union Public Employees by fucking Gil Gerard, they can say
no
that
problem
with impunity.
But do we know what's going on in the background? Because it's been pretty quiet since.
Yeah, well, I can tell you the RCMP are owned by the Liberal government. No different.
Well, yes. Yeah.
No different. CBC, they are not your friends by
no.
any stretch of imaginations. They're not there to help. They're not there to protect. They're not there to serve. They are to monitor and report.
Yeah.
They swear allegiance to the crown, which is pretty cool, right? Not to people. So don't be confused at thinking that they're friends or not. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's amazing how the unions, if you're on the left wing, you can say as you wish. And if you're on the right wing, you can't.
No bueno.
No bueno.
Oh, shoot. Careful. I almost got canceled there speaking not English. Woo!
Yeah, that's good, eh? Oh, my.
Oh, very good. But yeah, no, hopefully this will be the last of it. Hopefully kids can just continue their education for the year. And everybody can just breathe again.
So what was your motivation in getting out of Saskatchewan and moving to Alberta?
Motivation for leaving Saskatchewan was not having a job.
Yeah.
Just I don't know, riding the roller coaster, man. Don't have a job one day and have a job the next day, and typical heavy duty mechanic stuff in oil sands.
Yeah, oil sands. So but you're like me. You like the 1414, so that kind of puts you in the realm of contractors, right?
Yeah. It does, and it kind of gives you a little room to explore your options if you need to.
Yeah. Oh, actually, it gives you two different worlds.
Yeah.
World. And I'm down in Elk Valley now, which goes through the Sparwood area to the
Yeah.
coal mines down there. First time I ever worked in coal mines. Man, that
How
stuff is
how you like it?
dirty. It's dirty. It's dirty. It's just like working on the postcard. I've never seen scenery so beautiful.
Yeah.
People are very friendly and
Yeah.
they're yeah, really good. I've met a lot of good people there. Uh, but I couldn't live there because the only thing there is a coal mine, and God forbid things ever go wrong in the coal industry. Not
She would
entirely.
crash and tumble.
Crash and tumble. Like it's a one pony show, man.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
is.
yeah. And I've seen. I was at Elk Valley operations here last week. I was floater last week, and I was at all four mines. I was at
Oh wow.
Fording River, Green Hills. I was at Line Creek and Elk Valley. Elk Valley is a state of the art shot, man. It's 12 bays.
Yeah.
Like it was 2 football fields long. It's 1 mile walk. I call it a 1 mile walk to take a leak. Walk way down the other end. Yeah, and we were fixing a tow haul of a trailer at the far end of the shop, right? Contractors go to the far ends. It's the farthest.
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's got XM radio pumped through all stalls with speakers.
Decent.
Stuff, yeah. Well, yeah, until you start gouging because that echoes, and then you start.
Oh yeah.
And then it gets to be junky noise after a while, right? Does that make sense?
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does. And then you end up just putting earplugs in and just drowning out the world after that.
Yeah, absolutely. But yeah, that's pretty wild stuff, eh?
Yeah, no, it's coal mine is good, man. I did 4.5 years underground, and I've done strip mine and oil sands, and yeah.
Oh, underground. Where were you underground at?
In Grand Cache, that's where I started. Heavy duty was underground.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah,
So
yeah, underground coal mine.
So drills.
You get drills and continuous miners and scoop trams, and
oh,
that's
your
my jam.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's pretty cool stuff. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, you should try sometime.
I don't know. I don't know. For anybody wondering what I'm up to, anyway, I've got my book all published, right?
Perfect. Yeah.
Yeah, we all know that. Onward Butter.
It is. It's a good book. Make sure you get one.
Yep. Actually, very functional. I passed that to a couple of supervisors in the new operation I'm working on up there right now to help them along. Also, for those people following along, if you want to get a hold of me, I've developed an app too, and I get it successfully working now. It's just in the final stages of development, and it's a personality profiler where you can take 8 characteristics of your coworker, put it into the app, and it will come back and show you exactly what type of person you're dealing with.
I could use that a couple times, couldn't we?
Did I not tell you about that?
No, that's the first.
Oh, really? You want to play with it here?
Yeah, I'm gonna have to play with this one. This would be fun.
Okay, I'm gonna send you a link, but I'm just gonna take it here right now. And I'll share a screen with you. And I'll show you my app. So I've developed an app, and also if you want to go to maynardhebert.com, you can see my speaker website, and I'll be doing some keynote speaks next year, already booked, for Oil Sands Trade Show in September, Petro East and Petro West. And I just got to log in here. This is a really cool app.
It'd be interesting. It'll be interesting to try this out and mess around with it.
Yeah, actually, it's going to be it'll be a free tool for supervisors, and it'll be on my website. I'm just
Good.
Right now, but it's really cool. It took a couple of times to get her down pat here. Loading apps. Personal profiler. Well, I'm back out of that. I want the published version. Okay. Test launch. Nope. Not with that. I'll try to get this for us here.
Oh, that's all good.
There we go.
Yeah, go pick up kids here shortly.
I just clicked the wrong. Links. What I did.
that'll happen. That when that age catches up to you.
Yeah. Yeah. I've got to convert this now for the store, eh? But it's pretty cool. Man, I've been sharing this thing like crazy to a couple supervisors.
Well, that's good.
Yeah, and it actually does work pretty good. A lot of guys have overview. No, that's resources, man. It's a pretty sophisticated. There we go. Oh, preview. That's what I want. Got it. There we go. Let's take this. Stand by. Where are we going to share at here? Add a screen, buddy. Share screen. Right here. Okay, you should be able to see that now, eh?
There you go. Yes, sir.
Okay, so the way this app works for the people following along, it's understanding your coworkers better. So when you go to a workplace and you don't know who you're dealing with, the guy's a dick, a good guy, or whatever, here's what you do. You start an assessment on it, and all you have to do is 3 easy steps. You observe, select, get results, and apply insights. So, Joe, guess what? You're going to get to assess yourself.
Let's see.
Or here, you can assess me, see what you get. If you want, you want to assess me or yourself. What do you want to do?
Oh, let you assess me. Let's see what it comes up with.
Okay, so your communication style, direct to the point, detailed, thorough, friendly, personal, quiet, thoughtful, a fast-paced, urgent, methodical, systematic, creative, and flexible, collaborative, and team-focused. I say you're a direct and to the point type of guy.
Perfect. That's how I feel I would be too.
Okay, decision making. You're data driven and analytical, intuitive gut feeling, seek team consensus, or quick and decisive. You're quick and decisive. You agreed?
I would agree with that. Yep.
Or you're data driven and analytical.
Oh, I think, you know what? Before I make my decision, like before I say my decision, I'm pretty analytical on what the problem could be.
Fair enough. Yep. So I'm going to put data driven and analytical. Right?
Yeah. Okay.
You're fast paced and urgent for work style, methodical, systematic, creative and flexible, collaborative, and team focused. So what do you got going for work style, buddy?
Oh, that really depends on the thing, but I like to just get it done.
Yeah. So you're fast paced and urgent. You
don't
go around. You like getting it done. I know you do. Energy and focus. You're high energy, enthusiastic, calm, steady, detailed, focused, precise, or big picture thinker.
Oh, I'm very excitable.
High energy and enthusiastic.
Yeah.
Problem solving. Analytical, problem solving, creative, practical, or collaborative. What type of problem solver are you?
Would have to say analytical, depending on the situation. It could be collaborative too. Okay. I always like to have everybody's idea before you come up with a solution sometimes, especially if you're on a team.
Okay. All right. So you're in a team environment. So, okay. Leadership style. You're directive and commanding. You're supportive, empowering, visionary, inspiring, participative, and inclusive. What are you, buddy?
Oh, leadership style. I want to say I like to empower and support. Really? I like people to feel good that like they're fucking to do a job, man. Like they don't. I want people to be like, yeah, I can fucking do this on my own.
Deadly. Okay, good. Learning style. You're visual and observational, hands-on, experimental, theoretical and conceptual, or social and collaborative.
Hands-on, experimental.
Okay. Motivation. You're achievement-driven, relationship-driven, knowledge-driven, and autonomy-driven.
Oh, I have a hard time with that one.
You don't give a fuck if anybody notices what you do. Achievement-driven is what you call it. That you fucking like to say, hey, good job. Somebody said good job to you. Relationship-driven is fucking part of the team. And knowledge-driven is fucking, oh, yeah, I know how to do that. So what type of motivation?
I don't even know, man. You pick one. I'm not sure what I'd be.
You're achievement-driven.
Yeah.
In my opinion. So now we analyze your personality type. You are the driver, sir.
Interesting.
Right? So for you, it gets things done quickly and efficiently. You make decisions confidently under pressure. You drive projects forward when others hesitate. You're excellent at cutting through complexity. What you want to watch out for is you may skip important details in the rush to finish. You can be impatient with slower colleagues. You might make decisions without enough input. You may come across too direct or blunt. Yeah,
Yes,
that's you,
there you go. That's it.
buddy. That's you. So how do you work
Oh,
with
frick.
how do you work with guys like Joe? Well, you get straight to the point. You come with solutions, right? You don't come with problems. Respect time constraints. Be prepared and organized, and follow up promptly on commitments, right? Don't
Yeah.
waste time on unnecessary details. Take the directness personally. Bring problems without proposed solutions. Schedule unnecessary meetings, and don't delay decisions they're waiting for. Right?
That's my base. That's why everybody calls me an asshole, is because I'm too direct, man. That's why I have no friends.
That's exactly a good. I think that's a pretty good assessment on you, bud.
That's pretty good. I like that. That's bang on, man.
Yeah, cool. So there you go.
But I
So
gotta go get some kids from school, buddy.
you go. Okay, I'll shut this down, man.
I
Bail,
appreciate it, dude.
bail. I'm gonna end the recording, but I gotta download what you got. Right,
Yeah,
everybody.
not a problem.
Joe, you bail. I'll finish up the show here.
Okay, buddy.
We'll talk to you later.
Yeah, take care. Thanks, Maynard.
Get back in school. You're busy now.
Yeah, I know. See you later, buddy.
Okay, bye. All right. Oh, there we go, folks. Joe's gonna go pick up the kids at school. 2 weeks ago, he was just screaming that they weren't in school, right? So, albeit. So, what you're going to see over my Facebook profile over the next little while, it's going to manifest into something else here. We're getting all kinds of tips of running your teams and running crews and goodies like that. If you're interested in the app, what's called, by all means, contact me on Facebook. I'll be posting this here right shortly after I get it edited and stuff. But once again, thanks for tuning in to Gears of Trust. I'm your host, Maynard Bear. Josiah Ball just bailed out of the meeting, so we'll catch up with him later. Thanks for tuning in. Talk to you later. Bye-bye. And we're gone.